Okay, so I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the basics of Blazeview at VSU. So I'm in my browser home screen. I'm going to go to the website www.valdosta.edu. This will bring me to the university homepage. And at the top right, I'm going to click My VSU right here. So let's click on that. This will bring you to this page, which right here you type in your email address and your password, and you click Sign In. Sometimes whenever a lot of people are trying to sign in at once, it might take a little while, but that usually happens a lot, so you just have to wait for it. Or sometimes whenever that happens, you need to go to a new browser. Like right now I'm using Firefox. I would exit this out and use Chrome or just regular Internet Explorer. Okay, so this takes you to your My VSU homepage. Of course, your advisors right here. They even have the weather. Just little stuff like that. You can check your email. You can register for classes on Banner. But we're going to be looking at Blazeview. So let's click on Blazeview. Okay, this is your homepage for Blazeview. Right here, there's maintenance reminders. It'll tell you whenever Blazeview is going to be down, which it's usually on times that you're not really working on Blazeview anyways, unless you're a night owl. Download your coursework at the end of the semester because it wipes everything out. Mixed media. I've heard of a lot of people having problems if they have a MacBook trying to upload stuff, like their assignments and stuff. But if you use Word, if you have Microsoft Word, I've never had a problem with it. But I have a Windows computer, so right here you get to your profile, and here is your classes that are listed. You can upload a profile picture if you want to, but like I said, if you have an ID card, your teachers have pictures of you anyways, so I just skip that part. Okay, so these are your classes, but there's a shortcut. If we scroll to the top, instead of scrolling down all the way through all this, at the top you'll see Select a Course, and you can click on that, and there's all your classes listed right there. So let's go into one of them so you can see. I'm going to go right here. Okay, and under Content Browser, this is where pretty much everything for your class is going to be. PowerPoints, rubrics, notes. There is a rubrics tab under assessments, but I've never had a professor that uploaded it right there. It's usually just in the content browser box, and that's usually how they do it. News, extra credit opportunities, class cancellations, and stuff like that. You will get that. Okay, so let's see. Right here, here's tabs. The one that you're going to use the most, that I use the most, is assessments. So right here in the drop box, and keep in mind, whenever you hit assessments and you're in a certain class, like right now I'm in my logic class, and you click on grades, it's going to go to the grades for that class. So like if we go to this class, assessments, grades, it'll show the grades for that class. And so let's see. So you can view your grades like that. In uploading stuff to the Dropbox, this is something that a lot of people get confused on. Let's see. Okay, so you're going to go to Assessments, Dropbox. Keep in mind, I'm switching classes because I have certain professors that use the Dropbox and certain professors that don't. So I'm just trying to show you to the best of my ability. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. This is your history of stuff you've submitted. You can click on underneath the submissions column. You can click on stuff that you submitted, and there's your work right there. This is the kind of work they're talking about that you need to download because Blazeview will delete it. So if you don't have it saved on your computer, I would go and download it. Okay, so let's go back. Uploading to the Dropbox. Usually they'll have a slot right here. Like, see right here, I've already uploaded stuff, so it says, you know, how many submissions I have. But right here it says 0. And there'll be something that you can click on. Whatever title that assignment is what you'll click on. And this is what it looks like whenever you go to submit a file. So if it's on your computer, you're going to go to add a file. You're going to click on upload. You can drag them. You can drag them and put them there like that if you want to, or you can just click open like I do. Okay, so that's your assignment basically, what you want to upload. After you do this, now I'm not going to do this because I'm not finished with that project yet and I don't want to submit it. So after you do this, you're going to click add, and then you'll come back to this screen and your assignment will be here, and you're going to click submit. And that's how you upload a file. It should work if you use Word. So, okay, let's see. Let's go to assessments again. Quizzes. Let me go to a different class. This is just a way to go straight to your stuff, because if you click on content right here, you're going to have to fish through all of this. So let's go to quizzes. And this just shows you your past quizzes that you've taken and quizzes that you have coming up. And you can click on these and take the quiz like this and go to start quiz. Or you can click on this and go to submissions. This will show the class average. I'm the only one in the class that's actually taking the quiz right now. This will show the class average and then how you compare to the class average right here. So see where it says class average under class statistics and your score? It'll kind of give you a little bar as to how far away you were from the average of the class, which is something that I like to use a lot because it tells me what everybody else got. Of course, it's anonymous, so don't worry about that. Okay, self-assessments. Let's see. Notice I keep going up here because I'm changing my classes. It's an easy way whenever you're on anything to go to any class. Whenever you're on anything in Blazeview, that is. So self-assessments. This is actually the first class I've had where my professor gives you self-assessments in order to get ready for your quizzes. So you can just go down here and click on them. Let's see. And you can practice. Okay, but usually all of this that we just saw, you can go to content and you can click on any of this, but sometimes to me it gets a little much. It's a lot because you have to look and keep scrolling down, and it's just a lot. It's a lot to go through, and it takes me a while to find it and stuff. So what I do is I go to course home, and everything that is in the content is in here. So I can click on the unit that I actually want and see everything that's uploaded for that unit, instead of going and scrolling down and seeing everything that you've worked on and all that stuff. It's just kind of easier for me. Okay, so at the top, these icons, this is the next thing I want to do. The middle one, you're going to be using that the most because this is anytime a professor uploads your grades, it's going to pop up anytime there's a class canceled, any extra credit opportunity. This is like news, basically. But it's for all of your classes. It's not for just one class in particular. So you'll be using that one the most. This message board right here, this is whenever a professor sends you an email, it notifies you right here. Of course, you can click on go to email, which I'm going to do. And some professors like to use the Blazeview email. Some of them want to use your VSU email. But either way, anything that you get on Blazeview will pop up on your regular email. So as long as you're checking your regular email regularly, you should be fine. Okay, let's go to a class that actually uses this so I can show you. Okay, see, and then this is all your emails. I have one professor that likes to use this semester, and everybody else likes to use their regular VSU email. So out of the icons at the top, I'd say you'll be using the middle one the most, and then the envelope one the second most. This right here, this is if you want to get to know people in your class. You can look them up and ask questions like, hey, do you want to study together, or anything like that. But these are the main things that you'll be using. These tabs up here, communication, like I said, this goes to chat, like at the icons at the top. It goes to email, but a shortcut is to just click on the envelope at the top. I really don't use this. I don't use the calendar, actually, because I have a written planner that I can take around with me everywhere. So I don't know, it's just easier for me. You can do whatever works for you. I'm just showing you what I use the most and what most people usually do. Library, of course, you can click on Galileo for research projects that you have coming up if you need a peer-reviewed article. But if you want to go to Galileo, it's easier just to go back to this home page. Like we sign into our email and then we come to this home page and click on Galileo right here instead of signing into Blazeview and then clicking on Galileo. So